class 12th. This is your second poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. This is the lesson poem's heading. An elementary. Elementary means basic school classroom in a slum. Slum means the polluted area or dirty area, filthy area where the poor people used to live. जहाँ की गरीब लोग लाचार लोग रहते हैं और गंदी बस्ती हो, that is called the slum area. This poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, has been written by the writer Stephen Spender. Actually, Stephen Spender belonged to England, and he had been social activist. He had been advocated in his whole life for the welfare of the backward area, which is culturally and socially in every way was backward, like slum people, slum area people. So writer, that is the Stephen Spender, always tried to do something in favor of those slummy people who used to live in the slum area. He always advocated against the social injustice, against the custom of slavery. He always fought for the welfare of the human being, that is the poor people who were socially and legally backward. And their rights were crushed by the rich people. So he was the social activist. In this poem, also an elementary school classroom in a slum area, narrator talks about the social injustice and rights of the poor slummy people. He advocates for this, and I am going to start from here. Far, far from, far, far, that is the repetition of the word far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor. The tall girl with her wagged down head, the paper seeming boy with rat's eyes, the stunted unlucky hair of twisted bones reciting a father's gnarled disease. His lesson from his desk at back of the dim class. One unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of a squirrel's game in tree room. Other than this, our sour cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn. Civilized dome riding all cities, build flowery Tyrolese valley, open-handed map, awarding the world its world. And yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fog. And next here, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky. Far, far from rivers, capes, and stars upwards. Surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. For leaves that slowly turn in their cramped holes. From fog to endless night on their slag heap, these children, via skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. All of their time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut up upon their lives like catacombs. Oh break open till they break the town and show the children to green fields and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open. History theirs whose language is the sun. Look here how poet is advocating for the poor people, slummy people who used to live in slummy area, who has lost their rights, rights who has been crushed by rich people. Their rights, their authorities has been snatched by them, by the rich people, powerful people. They are being crushed, they are being suffering for their rights, their needs and necessities. And how narrator advocates. And now start from a far, far from gusty waves. Far, far, far. This is the repetition of the same word, and it is this repetition shows the emphasis. Means the poet Stephen Spender is trying to emphasize. Means he wants to say by emphasize, जोर देकर कहते हैं. He wants to bring attention of the people on the condition of these children and people. Far, far, बहुत बहुत दूर. From gusty waves. Gusty means forceful fresh air. Waves means the air waves. Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces means that these children's who are belonging to slum area people whose residence is in slum area, filthy and dusty area, stinking badbudar area. Their faces are far, far from gusty waves. Here, gusty waves is has been metaphorically used. You know very well that when we, you, I, or any person becomes in open air, gusty waves in a fresh air where wind blows freely, fresh air is blowing, then our faces gets start to shine, gets start to realize freshness. But here these faces of such children are far, far, बहुत ही दूर हैं. Far, far from gusty waves, that is from the fresh airs. Means their faces has got withered. उनके चेहरे मुरझाए हुए हैं. उन्हें फ्रेश एयर का एहसास नहीं है. They don't have experience of fresh air, blowing fresh air. Due to this, they don't have their faces cheerful. Their faces has got withered, wrinkled, like rootless weeds. In same way, weeds, that is the small shrubs, useless shrubs, छोटी मोटी झाड़ झंखाड़. So narrator is saying that their faces like rootless weeds also, and the hair torn round their pallor. Pallor means white pale faced, white pale faced यानी सफ़ेद पड़ा हुआ, सफ़ेदी पड़ी हुई, पीलापन लिए हुए चेहरा, उदास चेहरा. And you know very well that when your face will not face the fresh air, and also you will not get fresh nourishment, then what will be of your face? Your face will get withered, will get wrinkled, that is झुर्री लिए हो जाएगा. And in same way their faces are, and their faces, their personality, their hair is looking like the rootless weeds. Means such weeds, such झाड़ झंखाड़ जिन्हें लंबे, they had not got watered, they had not been watered for long time, now they are getting withered. जैसे एक छोटी सी झाड़ झंखाड़ को ज़्यादा समय तक पानी नहीं मिलता है, फ्रेश हवा या फ्रेश वाटर नहीं मिलता है, तो वह मुरझा जाती है. इन सेम वे ये बच्चे जो हैं, दीज चिल्ड्रन इन द लैक ऑफ फ्रेश एयर एंड फ्रेश नरिशमेंट has lost interest of charm of their faces. Their faces has got yellowish, pale, withered, faded. The tall girl, further narrator is saying that the tall girl with her wagged down head, this is wagged down is the metaphorical language. Again, wagged down means the burden, extreme burden of poverty and bad luck and the slummy area. Means the tall girl who has taken birth in this slummy area, his head has been crushed by the problems, sufferings, lack of things for her needs and necessities. For in the lack of fresh air and proper nourishment, his head has got down. उसका सर झुक गया है इस बोझ से. प्रॉपर पर्याप्त पोषण नहीं मिल रहा है, फ्रेश हवा नहीं मिल रही है, स्लमी एरिया में जिम्मेदारियों में दब करके. The paper seeming boy. The paper seeming is again metaphorical language. Paper seeming means very lean and thin, बहुत ही दुबला पतला मरियल सा लड़का. The paper seeming boy means the boy who is looking like a paper, means very lean and thin with rat's eyes, and he has become so lean and thin that his eyes has come out, his eyes has bulged out from his forehead. The stunted means incomplete means which has not been completely developed. The stunted unlucky heir, HEIR, heir means successor, uttaradhikari, means such unlucky heir whose development has not been complete, means whose personality has not been developed completely, of twisted bones, and his bones are twisted, means twisted bones means his bones has become the victim, has become the prey of the improper nourishment, अनुचित पूर्ण पूर्ण पोषण के अभाव में उसकी हड्डियां जो हैं हैज़ बिकम ट्विस्टेड, रिसाइटिंग में शोविंग टेलिंग अ फादर्स ग्नैल्ड डिसीज, ग्नैल्ड मीन्स नॉटी, दैट इज द गांठदार, एक गांठ डिसीज होती है उसी को कह रहा है, मीन्स हिज दैट unlucky child who has taken birth in such slummy area, who has carried the generation disease of his father, that is the gnarled disease, naughty disease, गांठ वाली disease, and his bones has become twisted, so he has not been completely developed his personality. His lesson from his desk, his lesson from his desk means here his lesson is again in metaphorical language, and narrator is saying that his lesson from his desk means that child is sitting on his desk, and from there he is reciting his lesson, but which lesson? Not from the book lesson, but his lesson which belongs to his generation disease, पीढ़ी की जो बीमारियां हैं, from his father ancestors, that disease lesson, that disease is being narrated, is being explained by him through his bodies, unnourished bodies. From it at back of the dim class, at back means at the back bench of the dim class, dim means not clear looking, but here dim class means such class which is totally filthy also, and in which there is no way, no window, no door to enter, to pass the fresh air, fresh sunshine, etc. And due to this reason this class is seeming dim. One unnoted means which has not been cared by teacher or anyone. One unnoted sweet and young, a sweet and young boy means a young boy who is sitting behind on the desk and has not been noted by anyone. His eyes live in a dream. He is also looking or realizing his dream. He is thinking, seeing his dream of squirrel's game. Squirrel's game means होता है to walk free, to and fro, to play game of hide and seek, to go here and there in tree room. Other than this means the place where he is, that is in the dim class, means he wants to go out from this dim class where there is no place, no way to pass the fresh air and sunlight. So this child, young boy, sweet and young boy who is unnoted, wants to come out, wants to go from there, and wants to go in the tree room. Tree room is in the open sky, in the open field where trees are there, fresh air is there, charm is there, attraction of nature is there. He also wants to go there and wants to play squirrel's game, means wants to go or wants to move, wander here and there freely according to her own will. But due to their bad luck, due to their taken birth in slummy area, he has lost this chance and he has become unlucky and has become far from the gusty, that is fresh air and sunlight. In second para, narrator again tasks on sour cream walls. Here sour cream wall also is the metaphorical language. Sour means the faded color, you can say. So sour cream walls means such walls which has been painted long ago, had been painted long ago, but in this moment all these walls has lost its attraction, charm, has become old, fainted, and for a long time no one has cared about this. So such sour cream walls, donations, Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn. All these are like the cloudless means without hopeless for them at dawn. Here cloudless at dawn is again metaphorical, means at dawn. At dawn means the time before the rising of the sun, and dawn is the symbol in literature, that is the symbol of hopeness, hope, expectation and positiveness. But here narrator is saying that cloudless at dawn means dawn is also cloudless, hopeless for them. They have no hope in dawn, in their life, in their beginning also, because all these cream walls, donation and Shakespeare's head, all these are useless for them. Civilized dome riding all cities. Civilized dome means the creation, long buildings, long attractive, huge buildings, huge attractive, other attractive things of the world. Of civilized means rich people. Riding all cities means can be seen in all cities everywhere. Build, flowery Tyrolese valley, all these things can be seen there. But open handed map also means open handed map. Open handed map means the map which has been created by the authorities, awarding the world its world. This is the again metaphorical language. Awarding the world its world means those who fought the battle, won their battle, and they created the map of the world according to their own whim, their needs and necessities, their own fond. So narrator is criticizing all those that who has created such map according to their own, and yet for these children they created map, they made and draw a new map according to their own. They showed the civilized things, civilized dome riding also, they showed their all symbols, there are recognition and reputation and respect. But those during the drawing of the map according to their own whim, they according to their own need, for these children these windows, not this map. They did not care about these children. They never thought about these slummy and filthy children who are living in filthy area. They did not give the way, give the door or window in this map, so that these unlucky children could peep into this map. These children's slummy area could be seen in this map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fog, where all their future is painted. Painted means brushed, that is covered with a fog. Fog means yeah, bad luck. Means these unlucky people, unlucky children and slummy people who used to live in which world, in their world, and this world has not been given place in this world, in this map which has been created by these rich people, and those who overcame the battle and made or draw the map according to their own. So narrator is saying that in this map has been created according to man's own needs and necessities, who were rich or who are rich, but they don't care, they did not care about those who are in slummy area, and their future painted, their future has been covered by the bad luck. Fog here means the bad luck, unluck, and painted means covered, wrapped with ढक दिया जाना। मीन्स यह जो है मैप इन्होंने बनाया, तो मगर यह मैप जो है धनी लोगों ने जो जीत हासिल किए वो अपने अकॉर्डिंग, अपने नीड के अकॉर्डिंग बनाए, न कि इन्होंने इसलिए बनाया, ना ही जगह दिया कि गरीब लोग भी उस मैप में कहीं दिख सकें। इनको इस मैप से, नक्शे से टोटली रिमूव कर दिया गया। दे हैव बीन रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द मैप। देयर इज़ नो एक्सिस्टेंस ऑफ सच पुअर एंड अनलकी पीपल इन दिस मैप, इन द मैप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। Thus, narrator wants to say that in such way, in such heinous way, these poor people, these slummy people, has been rejected by the such whimsy persons. Further, again narrator says, on narrow street sealed in with a lead sky. A narrow street means they used to live in a narrow street. Tang gali, tang mad. So these people used to live in narrow street where there is no place, no room to fresh air, fresh sunlight, and to have good civilization, to rise towards good civilization. Sealed, that is captured, seized in with a lead sky, open sky, far from rivers, and those are, they are far means very away from the rivers, capes, and stars of worlds. Look here, students. Rivers, capes, and stars of worlds. All these three has been used as a metaphorical language because river, caps, and stars of the world. All these are the symbol of freedom, symbol of liberty, symbol of good civilization, symbol of good education and having freedom and liberty. But narrator is far, far from rivers, caps, and stars of the world. Means these are those people, those children who are unlucky, who has taken birth in slummy area, in narrow street. They has been sealed there, they has been captured, restricted there from going in the open space, from going in for the good luck to move to and fro according to their freedom. Their liberty has been restricted, has been controlled, has been seized in the narrow streets. I think this is clear. Now in next para, narrator is again criticizing, satiring means व्यंग करते हैं, आलोचना करते हैं on the writers, civilized society. Surely, that is the certainly, Shakespeare is wicked. The map a bad example. Means narrator wants to say that surely, certainly, for these poor people, unlucky people, Shakespeare is wicked. Means Shakespeare is like a villain for them, because when he also wrote dramas, plays in his writing, he never described the pitiful condition for these such unlucky people. He never said any word about these for their development, for their nourishment. The map a bad example. Map is also bad for them because he has no place for them, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. कह रहा है, the narrator wants to say that in this Shakespeare's writing you can find, or in the map which shows the ships, sun, love, and all these affectionate things, symbol of freedom and symbol of energy, symbol of attraction. Tempting means enticing, attracting them. These they means unlucky people to steal, means to snatch, to grab. Means these unlucky people also wants to have all these things in their possession. They also long for all these ships, sun, love, river, caps, stars, offers, etc. And they want to have, they want to steal. If they cannot get liberally, then they want to steal anyhow. Active for leaves that slowly turn in their cramped holes, for lives, for their own life, for their own living, that slowly turn in their cramped hole, that slowly turn in their cramped hole. Cramped means again narrow, holes means mand, narrow streets you can say here, cramped holes. They want to turn slowly from fog to endless night. From fog means from the bad luck, their unluck, where they have been sealed. So they want to be free from here, narrow street sealed, to the endless night. Endless night means in the open starry sky. They want to free from the narrow streets and want to go in the open sky, to move freely, to walk freely, to play freely, to joy freely, to have a full life, liberty, life, freedom, etc. On their slag heap, slag means waste material heap. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones. Narrator is saying that their body is seeming like a heap of slag, heap of waste material. Their body, and they live on the heap waste materials. And these children wear skins peeped. Peeped means to look through. Skins peeped through by bones, and their skins has been pierced by their bones. उनकी जो हड्डियां हैं वो pierced, that is छेद कर गई हैं उनके स्किन, उसके चमड़ों में, due to the malnourishment. And spectacles of steel with mended glass, and their bodies seems like a spectacle on the mended glass, like bottle bits on stones. And their body seems that a bottle has been smashed by throwing on the stones. यानी जैसे पत्थरों पे बॉटल को पटक कर तोड़ दिया जाता है और पत्थर बॉटल बिखर जाते हैं, कांच के टुकड़े। इन सेम वे दीज पीपुल, दीज स्लमी चिल्ड्रेन हैज़ बीन स्कैटर्ड बाय थ्रोइंग ऑन द स्टोन्स, दैट इज स्टोन इज हियर द बैड लक एंड बॉटल मीन्स द बॉडी ऑफ दोज चिल्ड्रेन। all of their time and space are foggy slum, कह रहे हैं राइटर इज अगेन all of their time and space means their whole life, time and space means whole life, whole liberty, freedom are foggy slum. Foggy slum means the bad luck, and they had been compelled to live in the slummy area due to their bad luck. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. So narrator is saying that so Atha blot their map means make, if these unlucky people are blot, that is black spot, काला धब्बा है उनके मैप पे, then with slums as big as doom, then create that blot on this map up to the last day of the world means इन्हें ऐसा बनाओ मैप कि जिसमें इनका भी वर्णन हो, ये स्लमी पीपल भी दिखाई दे उस मैप में, उस नक्शे में उनका भी एक्सिस्टेंस हो, जब तक कि इस दुनिया का विनाश ना हो जाए तब तक। जैसे अदर ह्यूमन बीइंग लिविंग कर रहे हैं, जिंदा हैं, उसी तरह से ये लोग भी जीवित रहें, ये लोग भी इस मैप में एक्सिस्टेंस बना रहे, कहीं कोई इन्हें कुछ कहे ना, कहीं इनके एक्सिस्टेंस पे कोई रिस्क ना आए। एंड आफ्टर सेइंग सो ऑल दीज 3 स्टैंजास, narrator now going to conclude what he wants to say, what should be done in favor of these slummy people, in favor of these unlucky people. This is the desire of the narrator. So what he wants to say, understand here, unless narrator wants to say that how, first here narrator has said so blot their maps with slums as big as doom. narrator he started from here, narrator कह रहा है कि मैप में इन लोगों को भरो, इन लोग के एक्सिस्टेंस, शो द एक्सिस्टेंस ऑफ सच स्लमी पीपुल, such unlucky people. But further narrator is saying that when will it be possible, when it will be possible, when the governor, inspector, visitor, governor that is the state province, inspector, authorities, visitors means other map makers, and visitors other educated people, this map become their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. Narrator is saying that it will be possible when the map will be window for them means their existence, their places will be spotted in this map, and through the window of the map they would be seen by all these, and some effort, some useful effort will be done in the favor of these catacombs, that is these unlucky people. Lives like catacombs, lives means these people like, जैसे कैटाकॉम्स कब्र में रहने वाले के समान, यानी जैसे डेड बॉडी इनकी कब्र में पड़ी हो उसी तरह से ये पड़े हुए हैं इसमें। तो ये जो है दीज पीपुल मस्ट बी मेड फ्री बाय दीज पीपुल, गवर्नर, इंस्पेक्टर, विजिटर, बट फॉर दिस द मैप मेकर्स मस्ट show the existence of these people in their map, etc. And after that poet is requesting here, suggesting here, break oh break, again repetition, this narrator is saying by emphasizing that तोड़ दो, break oh break, open till they break the town, इस कदर तोड़ो जब तक कि वे टाउन को न तोड़ दें, मीन्स दे बिकम, break oh break, the line of the poverty, line of the difference between rich and poor and slummy people, up to when they not be the part and parcel of the town. Town is here symbol of civilized people, rich people. मीन्स इस कदर इस लाइन को तोड़ो गरीबी की, और जो भेद है धनी अमीरों और गरीबी का, इस कदर तोड़ दो कि ये जो गरीब हैं और ये जो सिविलाइज्ड पीपल हैं ये दोनों एक दूसरे के अभिन्न भाग हो जाएं. बोथ कैन मिंगल, बोथ मस्ट मिंगल विथ ईच अदर and show the children and let go these unlucky children in green fields, means in the open field, to move, to walk freely and make their world and open their world, clear their world, make clean their world, run azure on gold sands, and let them go freely to walk on the bank of the seashore, and let their tongues, and let their tongues means let them speak, run naked into books, let them speak, let them learn their books. Naked into run naked into books means freely learn, to let them be educated. The white and green leaves, open white and green leaves, again symbol of freedom, symbol of the civilization, means white and green leaves here means the pages of the books open. History means let them be educated, let them come to know about their rights, their powers, their authorities, their dreams, and when they will be civilized and educated, then history theirs whose language is the sun, then they will be free, and they also will write a history because history is theirs, इतिहास उनका होता है, whose language is sun, जिनके भाषा में सूर्य की गर्मी होती है. Here language is the sun is metaphorical language. Narrator wants to say that sun is the here symbol of force, power. So narrator wants to say that whose language have effective words, whose language have forceful and powerful words, those will be सक्सेसफुल इन डूइंग द हिस्ट्री टाइम ऑफ हिज ऑन. मीन्स जब ये बच्चे अनलकी बच्चे एजुकेटेड हो जाएंगे, शिक्षित हो जाएंगे, इनके पास अपने अधिकारों के लिए लड़ने की क्षमता हो जाएगी, ज्ञान हो जाएगा, देन यही बच्चे जो है एक दिन इतिहास इनका होगा, इनके आवाज़ में दम होगी. और जब तक ये एजुकेटेड नहीं होते हैं, शिक्षित नहीं होते हैं, तब तक ये कुछ नहीं कर सकते. इनके आवाज़ में, इनके वाणी में फोर्स नहीं होगा, अपने अधिकार के प्रति जुनून नहीं होगा, देन they will lose the field. And if they will be educated, then they will have a capacity to grab their rights to walk freely like other human being, like other human race. Thus, thank you. This poem completes. If any problem occurs, then contact me. This is the whole poem. If you want to revise, repeat again and again, you can freely learn it. There is no problem.